This is Three Guys with Hard Drives, and these two salty assholes are Rich Dugan and TJ O'Day. We're here to talk about Dying Light and fuck Comcast. Also, fuck you, Dan McClain. Our special guest, also Dave Kwal, or the Dirty Koala. Look it up, it's about a fat chick who sucks dick all day. And our HR representative, as always, is high in the background, Kelly Krejci. Anyway, leading into this, my friend TJ has many things to say about Dying Light, I believe.
Oh, thanks for that glowing intro, Trevor. I think that's sufficient.
How is the PCP?
Jeez, well anyway,
idea.
Fucking up. Dying Light was a pretty damn good game overall. I mean, as far as open world first person shooters go, it pretty much sets a new benchmark in my opinion for this generation, because not many games have done it so far. I mean, there was Mirror's Edge back then that did a pretty good representation of it, but other than that, I think as far as first person free running goes, Dying Light takes the cake.
Yeah, dude, I'll give you that. It had better control on free running than, I mean, Mirror's Edge was basically all about free running, so this one had a lot more, other elements in it, which was really, a nice change from having to do the same goddamn run across the rooftop mission 5,500 fucking times over.
Yeah, that's true.
And Dying Light, it allowed you to do a lot of other things, man. I mean, who doesn't like fucking cutting zombies up?
Yeah,
very Dead Island-ish in that sense, but definitely a better version of Dead Islanding, I guess I would say, because
yeah, I think Dead Island 2 is going to actually have to really step up its game in order to compete with Dying Light, because Dead Island 1 was terrible.
Glitchy as shit.
Come on, glitchy as hell. I couldn't even finish it. It glitched out on me at the end of the game, and I was like, oh, that's great. It's fucked.
It probably had the worst following of the map thing I've ever come across, where you're like,
yeah.
at least in Dying Light it's somewhat better. Dead Island was just like, alright dude, you're supposed to go over here, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
I really like on the map locations of Dying Light how it's like arrows will point up and down based on like what level of the area you're in,
Oh, yeah.
So it tells you whether to go up or down. It's not like, here it is, now you have to find in all of this general vicinity.
Well, what do you think of the combat?
The combat was solid. I mean, I do whiff a lot when I'm fucking hacking zombies up, but
that's just because of the drugs.
yeah, that's it. But, yeah, I don't know. The combat was pretty solid. I mean, I really like the battle effects and everything, the sounds the zombies make. That when you hack them up is pretty good. I mean, you can hear the weapons going through the air. Everything was pretty solid.
Are there female zombies?
There are female zombies.
Are the vaginas still intact? Do you see where I'm going with this?
Possibly. Yes. I haven't looked into it, but I'll let you know.
I will be back.
Okay, do what you want to look up some dead sex. That's on you, man. Hey.
Everyone
has try not to.
What is the glory of the internet if you can't look at zombie vagina?
Well, learning.
You don't learn from the internet. Nobody learns from the internet.
Sure you do, dude.
Wikipedia is a joke.
Hey, dude, that's where I cite all our material from. All right.
Whatever. Go back and edit all that.
The combat system was solid. I think the graphics were on point. Even the subtle nuances, like all the graffiti throughout Haran and everything, like they didn't recycle a lot of it. There were recycles, but I mean the graffiti's all over it. If you take the time to notice it, it's really not many games do it the way that Dying Light did it, because they put it in real places where real people could tag and everything,
Oh, well, that part is awesome. I like the fact that it looks better more so because it's made specifically for next-gen systems. I mean, this is one of the first games coming out that's not on the 360 and the PS3 and everything else. It's not some, hey, we made it for the lowest common denominator and then ported it over. It's brand new for new systems.
It did have some gorgeous graphics.
It looked amazing.
I think so. The only thing I didn't like about visual audio is sort of like the way they did it with the PS4 with the little controller speaker and everything. They put so much into that. Like, it is loud.
I don't enjoy that feature anyway.
I mean, I don't personally. I enjoy it when it's really subtle and it does enhance your experience. Like, as far as like drawing back a bow, if it makes a little sound or something like that, that's cool. But not every time somebody cues up my radio, I don't need to hear their voice through the TV as well as the controller. It echoes. It sounds like crap. You can set it up so it doesn't do that on the controller. What's the point of having it on the controller?
Yeah.
Can you set it up so it's like your inner monologue as a player. You know, you're just thinking like, I'm gonna walk around here, it's gonna get dark out, I'm gonna chop this guy up. Yeah.
Not so that.
No, I don't think it's tapped into your subconscious.
No, I don't think we're up there on technology yet.
That's what I'm asking.
How was the storyline?
Storyline was actually pretty good. I expected it to be lacking in that department, but I really liked it. I don't want to put out too many spoilers, but you basically go to this zombie island.
Yeah. So it's like every other zombie game. You
Yeah.
pretty much just randomly start in the zombie infested zone and then.
Yeah, but it's not a complete like zombie apocalypse. It's just in that one country,
Oh,
I suppose.
okay.
You know, because
It's a self-contained universe in that sense.
It's like 28 days later. You know,
Alright,
it's
alright.
just Britain. You know.
Oh, okay. I can dig it because I know I tooled around with it a bit, but I didn't spend nearly the amount of man hours you put into it.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people did. I also want to talk about a couple of those glitches that they had in that game, like the one in particular that allowed you to dupe every item. It was just so ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw you totally do that, and it was ridiculous.
As soon as I get it on camera, they fixed the dupe glitch, by the way, I believe, so you can't do it. It's completely irrelevant. But I just want to talk about it because it was what broke my game and made it way too damn easy. You go into your inventory when you're in your player stash, and then you go and take the amount of item that you want to dupe out of your storage. So say you have like 20 medikits. You take out 20 medikits with circle and X. You press circle and X on the 20 medikits. You'll get kicked out of the player stash, and then you go back into the player stash, and then you can remove all the items again from the player stash. Like you choose remove all when you're taking said medikits out, and it will dupe the 20 medikits for you. So then it just throws them in your inventory, and you got 20 more medikits.
That's pretty much fucking broken at that point. Well,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you still die at night because
you
shit's fucking buck.
It's
but
hard. Shit gets buck at night still. I mean, you can't just run around all willy-nilly. Like, you gotta have some pretty good mods, like the King mod and the Templar mod on your weapons and everything. Like, I got some pretty ridiculous. I don't know if you can't dupe mods. If you could, it would be completely broken.
Yeah.
You can only dupe, like, inventory items.
You can only break the game so much.
Yeah.
I really like how at night it was literally like being around at night. You'd only see bits and pieces of like people's arms and stuff as you were running through. It was really cool.
Yeah, unless you have your flashlight on or that night vision potion that you can drink, it's night. Like, you just get ambushed all over the place,
Yeah.
you know? It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So what's I don't know, would you rate it overall?
Yeah, out of 6 beers out of 6, I'll give it a 6 all day because it's original, it's on current gen, I mean, and the game didn't freeze not one time for me. No glitches in the game.
So huge in a PlayStation game.
No glitches. God forbid there's no glitches on a release title. Jesus.
Oh yeah, you mean they released it without being super buggy?
Yeah. It was so ridiculous. Like the amount of games last year that were released like that, like we talked about in prior episodes. But
Yeah, well, it's nice to have something come off without a hitch.
yeah, it is nice. And that's why I gave it a 6 out of 6, because I couldn't find anything wrong with it, to tell you the truth.
Oh, dude, fuck it. I enjoyed it as well. So I guess we're transitioning on to iDarb, which normally would have been Evolve, but I was so behind on a bunch of other shit, we ended up with this, which I thought was going to be a horrible fucking time, but I enjoyed it so thoroughly for an 8-bit game. It was nuts. It's like a mix between Smash Brothers and fucking Quidditch and or that game that was on American Gladiators. We had the fucking giant volleyball thing and you had to go like throw it in the hole while those dudes tackled the shit out of you.
Alright, Slytherin, continue.
It was, dude, it's awesome. There's multiplayer, there's, a lot of shit tied into it where you basically run around and try and score on these two goals that are on opposite ends. You bounce around, you got some special moves, points from far away are worth more, and the integration of Twitter is fucking nuts because you start hashtagging your game out there and it starts fucking with the physical game you're playing, all of a sudden Rick Astley pops up and Rick rolls you and the game is still going on in the background and you can't see shit. The screen gets smaller, the ball turns into a bomb. I mean, look here, if you have ADD, it's probably
Oh
the
my
greatest
God,
fucking game ever.
What's your Twitter handle? I'm gonna fuck with you so bad.
Well, it's 3 guys with hard drives is where the Twitter is at.
Alright, remember that. Fuck with Rich Dugan and 3 guys at hard drives.
Dude, look here, you know
Oh, it's gonna be so awesome.
it's one of the few games in a long time where I've gotten angry at it, or like fucking physically pissed off,
furious,
which doesn't happen much. You know, I'll get occasionally ticked during a Call of Duty game or something like that, but this was to the max where somebody like throws one across the fucking level, it bounces off of 2 things, goes in, and you're like, that's fucking bullshit, buzzer beater, 30 points. You're like, no, controllers are getting thrown. I'm motherfucking people.
All in 8-bit glory.
All of its 8-bit glory. It is not by any means a pretty game, but it allows you to make your own characters. And of course, you know how like even like Call of Duty, like when they had the Black Ops flags and stuff going in the background. It's basically the same as that. There's some interesting stuff. It's not really appropriate for kids, even though it's got in like an 8-bit thing. Because there's nothing but shit popping up on Twitter at the bottom that says like, fuck you, fuck Idar, Billy Bob's a giant fag who hates Jesus, and it's like, oh, okay, alright. And then meanwhile you're getting killed by some dude dressed up as a giant dick. And it's like...
It happens often, huh?
And you know, hey man, we all got
Only the rich, apparently.
Only to admit, hey dude, look here, it hurts a lot more when you get killed by the giant dick, alright?
I see. Wow.
Case in point.
Yeah, we just learned some interesting things about Rich
So yeah,
Dugan
dude, and I give Xbox a ton of shit for their free games, for the Games with Gold segment. But this one, even though it's an 8-bit game, absolutely a fucking great game. I mean, I actually really enjoyed it, and I'm not a big fan of 8-bits or old school stuff that I didn't play, you know, years ago.
Yeah.
So it got a 4.5. I mean, it was really fun, really free. Yeah, Battletoads is coming out later this year. I'm calling it now.
Oh my god,
What?
really?
So?
Yes, it is.
Battletoads?
No way.
Yeah.
You making that?
Jawa Dave is super happy. Yes,
Yes.
we're totally getting new Battletoads later this year.
Woo!
Woo!
Heard it here
We're all
first. It's
excited for
dropping.
new Battletoads.
It's probably gonna be just as hard as the old one, and we're all gonna hate it in 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. There's gonna be
Good luck
another
playing
Wave Runner.
co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to not hate the person on the couch quite as much as ever as you fucked up the Wave Runner segment again.
Dick, dude. We gotta do this all over
Don't
again.
you know we share lives, you cocksucker?
The life pool was so small. Oh, but anyway.
So yeah, that covers IDARB for us. What's next on the list?
I think Trevor's hate segment.
Oh my god, it's
Oh.
time for my hate segment? Alright,
Yeah,
hang
dude.
on.
You
Hang
can
on.
talk
This-
about your experience today.
Alright, so I want to tell you all that I spent 2 hours on the phone with Comcast this afternoon. And I've realized a few things about Comcast, and this being our last show, I'm going to do a segment called Fuck Everything.
Hold on. By the way, this is our last show
With
with this
Trevor.
gentleman, Trevor Eglin, in it visually because.
Yeah, unless I do
he's
one
got a
from,
hot
like,
Yeah.
Georgia or something.
Yeah, unless you're remoting in from Georgia.
Which is possible. I may make a comeback, but it'll only be me sitting on a couch, hanging out and stuff. I'll bring the Conan, the dog, but, whatever. Anyway, fuck Comcast. I'm giving it 1 fucking beer. They never get any fucking thing right. Every time you order something from those assholes, they screw it up at least 3 times before. You have to have people come back. There's no service at your boxes. Shit gets fucked up. They keep giving you the runaround, and then for some reason you all of a sudden owe them $1,000 every fucking time. Every goddamn time.
Preach it.
It goes out like every month. I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but I experienced it at my house. At least about a 6-month interval where it'll be a good month where it just goes out, and then it'll be on for another month, and it'll go out again, and it'll be on for another month, and it'll go out and fucking get it. I hate those people.
It's shoddy at best.
Exactly.
It's called paying the bill.
I play the bill religiously. That's not the problem.
I know, I just like giving you shit.
Most of their customer service representatives are fucking assholes. Yeah, they speak English. They speak it poorly. And they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know why I spent 2 hours on the goddamn phone today? It's because this bitch was a trainee and she had some guy talking in her ear the whole time. So it's like, okay, please hold. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. So Jessica from Comcast, if you're out there, I will rape your mother.
Whoa! I don't think we can say that.
I'm pretty sure you can. I don't think anybody's going to take
There's not
it
much
seriously.
you can say, but I
Plus,
don't know if you
her
can.
grandmother looks like a solid lady. She can take 3 inches of fury.
Sure. Sure. none of the departments talk to each other. Like, none at all. If you call the new service department, they have no idea if you're an existing customer, if you're not. They don't even have access to that shit. I asked today. No, they can't even look up your goddamn account number. I gave that lady my account number, my first and last name, my social security number, my phone number. She didn't know a goddamn thing what I was talking about. And she didn't speak English very well at all. I couldn't understand anything she was saying, so I hung up on her again. It's like, fuck you, dude. Last but not least, Comcast. I love your fucking internet. But don't lie about your speeds. Your 50 megabit blast is bullshit. It is total bullshit. I ask any of you Comcast customers out there, even if you're guaranteed 50 meg, buy customer service to do a speed test 4 times a day. Right around 5 or 6 o'clock or 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning, which is the peak time, you'll realize that you are getting nowhere near the amount of bandwidth that you were promised.
Not even close.
And they write it in their shitty little contract where it's like, oh, well, we don't guarantee 50 meg, we only guarantee 2 meg. But you could get 50 meg. You know what it is? Because they're fucking assholes, and they only put one little fucking junction on every block, and fucking it's shared by all of your neighbors, so when fucking John next door wants to look at some porn, and you're trying to download some shit, your bandwidth cuts in half because this motherfucker's got a problem. Anyway, let me move on. Fuck Taylor Swift! I just don't like Taylor Swift. She's a whore. Oh, I hate that bitch. Oh my god, she only gets 2 beers. Alright, moving on from there. Fuck John Denver. This is all Dan McClane's fault. Tried to calm me down with John Denver. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on.
Wow.
Yeah, and fuck Dan McClane. He gets 6 beers though, because he's cool, I guess. And fuck Rich Dugan for being white. And last but not least,
Very white. Alabaster.
fuck Ted Nugent. I'm out.
All right. Well, fuck it. That concludes episode 3, apparently, of 3 Guys with Hard Drives. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
Fuck you, Comcast.
On to the same thing for Rich Dugan, Trevor, and TJ. We're out. Catch you next time.
Hey, I want to say another thing about Dying Light, though. That I like their level up system, sort of. It was just basically 3 skill trees. You got your power, your free running, and then survival skills, which is survival skills in every game are like skills sort of like you can, get more out of the stuff you find and.
Oh, so like the basic, RPG
stuff
type
like
skill tree.
More health for you and whatever,
Yeah.
That's what survival is. But since I had that dupe
the dupe sheet?
I could frickin' dupe this certain item that you can dupe, and just get all the survival skill points immediately. So it was pretty relevant. And then you had your free running, which there were some interesting skills in there, but I like the power skills the best. Like you can just jump off a roof and just insta kill like a regular zombie.
Yeah, the parkour in that game was amazing.
Yeah, the parkour was pretty cool if you chained it up.
It was almost as good as Rich's parkour.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah,
He's an awesome parkour.
We're never
person.
linking to that video ever.
I mean,
it'll be on the next episode. Rich and Trevor doing parkour off
Yeah,
of
these fuckers will probably overlay it.
yeah.
Goddamn Decepticons.
Yeah, this skill tree was pretty sweet. I don't know, man. What do you guys think about playing next?
Dude, you know what? I'm thinking about hitting up actually doing Evolve. I know I got stuck with living in Siberia and all these birthdays and all these, hookers and blow are expensive, so I kind of put it to the side. But I'm totally going to get on it. I'll have it, and we'll get a review for it next time.
Battletoads, son! I can't wait.
So
Can't
we're
wait.
gonna do Battletoads when it comes out sometime this
Sometime
year.
later this year, we'll make a trip down to
so,
Georgia to film an episode centered on Battletoads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's that fucking
Yes.
awesome, and couch co-op is sorely missed.
Sorely missed.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
More couch co-op is
And
needed.
you're hitting what? The Order?
The Order 1886, yeah.
Yeah.
That game, it's a PS4 exclusive, and that's what I play, so...
I'm a little
we'll
on the
do that.
fence about it. I'm
It's-
hoping it's not like Rise. It seems to be every commercial I see for it is really
No,
CGI heavy, so...
What is the
It
Order
is
about?
going to be CGI heavy, from what I hear. It's going to be really CGI heavy, but the graphics are supposed to be top notch, and the gameplay itself, when you do get to play, I heard it's supposed to be really fucking solid. But other than that, I haven't really heard too much about the game other than like exactly what we talked about. It's
Yeah.
CGI heavy. There hasn't been a whole ton of information out there about it, like there is for major cross-platform releases.
Oh yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see.
What is the order about?
From what I garner, you're just some badass and
There's werewolf hybrids and
Yeah, there's
some
like-
other shit. You
it's
basically
like
go
a-
around hunting, you know.
That beard, you look like a werewolf hybrid.
some
Oh,
mythical
thank
creature,
you.
you know, CG game. where
Slightly
it's
turned on by that.
probably a
It's
lot of
strange.
quick time actions. I'm guessing there's going to be a bunch of quick time actions. in there.
Just we need more quick time,
Yeah.
furiously fucking R sticking it.
Controller. Yeah, that's what we need.
That's what we need. We need it to be just like Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, and 6.
Sorry, I
Hey, if
gave
you
up
have
on that
Resident
one
Evil-
kind of
Copy
early.
Resident Evil 6, start a fire and burn it. That's that game.
If you got a copy of Resident Evil 6, you leave that bitch hidden, you go back and play Resident Evil 2 and feel good about when the series was excellent.
3 was good too. Man. I love 3.
Nemesis was, I can give you
Veronica
Nemesis.
Axe. That was a good one.
Okay, so everything besides 6.
Yeah, everything besides 6 pretty much. I like the couch co-op of 5.
Oh, dude, well, come on now.
I
We
like
played so many in much fucking mercenaries mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
like
guys
that.
spent
I mean,
like
that was
weeks
cool.
on that.
Well,
remember
hey,
that.
when you get laid off and you got just enough money to afford booze, and you're like, oh shit,
Ah, Resident
Video
Evil and
game.
here comes
news.
some
All
Resident
right.
Evil.
Yeah.
All right. I can respect that.
Oh shit.
All right, and you had some final thoughts or something?
Oh yeah, so
Mrs. Swift,
for
Taylor Swift's quit.
I needed to add on to Taylor Swift. By the way, Rich cannot say Taylor Swift properly. It is absolutely hysterical.
I cannot say Taylor Swift's clit at all. I can't do it. It's like a fucking tongue twister.
Taylor Swift's
Oh,
clit?
my Lord.
Taylor Swift's quit.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I don't like Taylor Swift, and this is why. I don't find her sexually attractive at all. I don't find her emotionally attractive at all. I just want to know, if I stick my thumb up her cooter and go like this, can I make her talk? Here's why. She looks like the type of girl that never shuts the fuck up ever.
Fair
Like,
enough.
she looks like the type of girl that you wake up in the morning and she wakes up next to you and like, cool, I just slept with a hot chick. And then she starts talking and she doesn't stop for like 2 hours.
So she looks
And you're
like
like,
you.
yo, mayday, mayday, dude, shut the fuck up. I need like 1 hour to wake up. That's all I want. And she's like, until she goes to sleep. And that is why I want to stick my thumb up Taylor Swift's cooter. I bid you good night.
And good luck.
If you
I
have
know
fun,
it's that,
thumb, yeah.
pause it or whatever.
I'm a little pink cunt, short pants, out. I don't know what this
Don't look at me